Imagine you're in a Zoom meeting, you're trying to teach an introverted student, and he or she is very shy, and she refuses to switch on the audio or video function. So how are you going to handle it? According to onlineprograms.olusa.edu, it has this to say about introverts. I quote, "Introverts generally have a shy nature, and students who are introverted have a solitary learning style, as they often prefer to solve problems on their own. Introverted learners like to brainstorm and seek theoretical exploration. They like to think out a problem and weigh options before moving forward." So in this video, we are going to discuss how to effectively teach an introverted student. So stay tuned. So there are 6 suggestions that I like to provide you. The first suggestion is to give him or her time, because an introvert needs time to really process and consider internally about a lesson or a topic. So it is important not to pressure them and give them plenty of time and space for them to absorb the material before answering them. Point number 2 is to have a bit of chit-chat. Because they are really quiet, so there's a tendency for us as tutors to just go through the lessons, and when we go through the lessons without a conversation, sometimes the lesson can be really overwhelming and they might get bored. But at the same time, if we talk too much and ask them too many questions, they might feel uncomfortable. So we need to strike a balance in order to make the lesson more fun for them, and we can just ask them questions about themselves. We can ask about his or her hobby, interests, or even things that are related to the topic. So a little bit of chit-chat is good for the lesson to be lively and exciting. Number 3 is to be a good storyteller. So that is going, of course, make the lesson much more interesting, because usually introverts prefer to stay quiet most of the time. So if you are conversational, you're able to tell good stories, that is not just going to help them to enjoy the lesson, but at the same time, it's going to help them to feel more comfortable and relaxed. We can just share experiences with them, and our own personal experiences. So as long as we are sincere about it, and they would really appreciate it. So point number 4 is the use of the microphone. We have the tendency to speak loudly, especially when you look at people, when you're in a train or in a bus, you can observe them that they seem to talk really loud or even shout over the phone. So we may have this tendency, so we need to train ourselves in order to speak in a soft and calm manner, and also the fact that sometimes due to lagging or the reception is not that good, we may have the tendency to raise our volume, and that is not really necessary. We have to make a hard effort to practice speaking gently and calmly, as if we are having a conversation with someone that is next to us. So that is always an effective way. And that will also help an introvert to feel calm and enjoy the lesson. Now, point number 5 is about comprehension. Because a shy student are really quiet, they don't like to talk, they don't like to show their face in the video. So how can we confirm that they really understand what they are learning there? So I have this suggestion. After explaining a topic to him or to her, we can try to ask subsequent questions about the topic, and the student can type his or her answer in the comment column, so that we can see whether they understand or not. We can even give written exercises to them, and by doing that they get to write the answer or type the answer out, or they can even write them down in an exercise book, and after that they can just snap a photo and send it to us via WhatsApp or other ways. And just a point about the way they answer. Rather than getting a textbook answer from them, it is much more effective or appropriate for them to answer in their own language or their own words. So when they do that or they express it in that way, we can truly confirm that they understand the lesson, the materials at hand. And finally, point number 6, we need to cultivate patience, because to really encourage them, we need to give them time. They are really shy, and it takes time for them to get out of their shell, so we can try to encourage them from time to time to turn on the video or the audio function, and hopefully with our patience and sincerity, in due time they'll be encouraged to switch on the audio or video function, and then they'll be able to continue to progress and to learn well. So hopefully you enjoy this video, and please subscribe and share with your friends, and I'll see you again in the next video.